Hi, I'm Ryan Odom, head men's basketball coach at UMBC. We're about to take you under the armor. What is one piece of advice you'd give young athletes to build focus and resilience? Never shy away from adversity. Face it straight on. Once you begin to fight adversity and you overcome something, then it becomes easier the next time you're faced with something that's even more challenging. And the challenges only get harder and harder and harder, more difficult as you get older. What is one word you would use to describe your mindset when competing? Focused. What was your blueprint for mentally preparing your players once you learned that you would be facing number one seeded Virginia? To be ourselves. That was the first message. We had a way that we prepared that season, and we didn't want to deviate from that. Our job, our staff's job, was to make sure that we prepared for that game no different than any other game that we played, realizing that, and understanding that we were on the biggest stage. You were tied up with UVA 21-21 at halftime. What did you tell your team at halftime? The ironic thing there is I really didn't have to tell them much. I had an experienced team. I had veterans in the locker room. Our job, our staff's job at that point was to point out things that we had done well relative to our game plan at halftime, things that we needed to do a little bit better. What was going through your head in the final seconds of the game? I think I actually said, wow. The horn was sounding. I think we had a shot clock violation, and then Virginia had to enter the ball just to kind of run the clock out at that point. I literally I was alone in my thoughts there for a second, and we're just like, wow, this is incredible. We're the first to ever do this. And all the hard work that they had put in to earn the right, to have a moment like that. And I was so happy for my players and staff. Your dad, Dave Odom, was a pretty accomplished college basketball coach. Is there anything you learned from your dad in terms of mental strength? When I looked at my dad as a young boy, he was the strongest guy in the world to me. And he could fight through any challenge and did that over the course of his life, and has continued to do that. The biggest lesson, he gives me or has given me or I've learned from him was to never run away from challenges. When you're faced with challenges, you hit them head on. Thanks for going under the armor with me. We'll see you on the court.